Hmm. I think you can see the screen, right? Okay. So I will quickly go through about the structures as well. Uh, when will be your final exam? So it will start from 24th of September. So the previous week or the week before, you will have your study leave. So that means we will only have 2 weeks left to cover the whole sessions. So we'll only left 2 weeks there. And we need to do file handling and data structures. So starting data structures, you need to aware of what is struct or what is a structure in C. So as mentioned here also, when we are using structures, we can handle many number of variables inside that particular structure. So that means we can handle many number of variables, even age, name, all those are under one single name, right? So uh, it's some kind of a uh, collection of already defined uh, variables according to our need. So in this notation, we need to use this keyword and keyword struct and the name of our structure. And inside that structure, we need to mention the data type and the variable name. Just can quickly go to a particular example. So here we are defining a particular structure for a person. So person is our data type here. And the person has a name, and we are going to store in the name in a character array as this, and some number and the salary. This is the name. Let's say it's ID number or something, and salary. So these three variables are in this structure, uh, like let's take this is the person. For the handwriting mistake, this is a person, his name, uh, ID number, and salary. So these informations are there in this structure, and we can store many number of person by using this structure. Right. So you can declare any structure uh, in this way. So this is the code, and uh, when you need to initialize. So this is the way. First, we need to define the structure, and we need to call it structure person one. Right. This is actually the declaration. This is the definition of the structure, and the structure, the type is person. So these two are equivalent. The name of the structure and the data type of the structure is person, and we are declaring the variable person1 in the type of person structure. Person1, person2, and p something, some array, right? So this person1 and person2 are structures of the person variables. So person is our data type, and here this p is a array, and the data type of that array is person, right? What that means is, when you are defining this structure, the name of the structure uh, will have the characteristic of an of a characteristic like integers, float. Likewise, this is also another data type. Person is also another data type, and in that person data type, there are some characteristic can mention here. So please ignore for this point. There are number of like age and salary, nice number name. They are here. But when you are defining, when you are declaring a variable of person1 in the type of person, you need to define in this way. And this is the way of defining the array of the type of person, right? So if you need to access, let's say this person has salary, and this person want salary, you need to access, you need to use this dot operator. So it is mentioned the member operator when you're dealing with these structures. So person 2 dot salary will going to access the second person 2's salary variable. And there are pointer structures also. And when we are using a pointer to a structure, then we need to access the particular variable under the structure, salary or something. We need to use this arrow uh, to point to that particular memory or particular variable. So we'll be discussing next week tutorial session when I'm dealing with the data structures. So there we need to use those pointers as well. So this is a example. So here I have declared or defined the structure of person. This has a name, job, the number, salary, and declare a pers variable person1 of the type of this person. කියන මේ person1 ගේ type එක, මේ person කියන type එක. ඒ person ගේ type එකට තියෙනවා name කියලා, name තියෙනවා character array එකක්, seat number කියලා integer number එකක් තියෙනවා, salary එකක් තියෙනවා, float, right? And if you are aware, when you are doing those lab sheets, we need to use this str copy to assign a particular string to this character array. That's why we are using string copy. We cannot use the assignment operator to pass this kind of string. So person1 dot name is equal to George Orwell, and person1 dot seat number is 1984, and person1 dot salary is initialized to 2500. And you can print them. So how to print them? By using this member operator. So person1 dot name will print this one, and citizenship number, the seat number, this. So person1 dot seat number. So it will print this one, 1984, and the salary. So and printing by using 2 decimal points. So person1 dot salary. So going to print this one, right? So the idea is this. This is the actually the type of the data type, and this is the initialization. Actually, the declaration. This is the declaration, and this is the initialization. These are. So by using this type def, you can actually create an alias. So when you are dealing with string also, so string is a alias actually in C. So this is the example of doing the same thing using structures, normal definition, and using type def. So this is the normal definition: structure, distance, integer, feet, distance, feet, and inch. And when you are declaring it, so you need to call this structure keyword, and that type will be distance, and our variables are d1 and d2. So we can reduce this some of these parts by using this type def to the beginning of the definition of the structure. And when we are defining or declaring when we are declaring or initializing variables, we can only call by using the or introduce type. So our type is distance, and we need to mention the name. So distances is our name. So this is the alias. So this is the alias distances. We can call that alias d1 alias to call the particular type of our structure. So by this way, it is very easy to do the same thing. So I think you can go through with this one. So this is the doing the same thing by using this type def. So here you can see we can easily call this person by using this person alias. So person p1 and doing the same. Right. So this is about variables. So basically you always, I think, initialize or declare variables uh, inside the particular function, right? So integer in the main function, integer a, b, c is 10, b is 20, and c is a plus b likewise. This is the normal declaration, right? So if you are using another function and you have defined the variable under that function, we cannot use them in outside the function. So those are actually the local variables. So there are concepts called global variables. So it will basically declare or initialize, uh, yeah, basically should declare outside the function. So in this example, this variable g has declared outside the main function, and this g will hold the uh, characteristic of global uh, identification. That means even in the main function, we can identify that g, right? So it is globally aware. So if we are declared another function and we call the same g inside that function also, we can use the same value. And what will happen in this code? So this code, there is a global variable integer g is equal to 20, right? And in our main function, I have declared another variable g, and it is the value of g is 10. So what will going to print here? Students, print करा 20 කියන අතෝසන් බා. Please raise your hand if you are telling it will going to print 20. So all are telling me it is going to print 10. It cannot be, because G's should be identified global. So let's find out. So, color set is going to print 10. Yeah, it has print 10, but choose the same way. Let's uh, uh, debug and find out what will actually happen here. Breakpoint here. So G so I put two breakpoints. And here we are going to declare the variable G. So let's step forward. So now G is 10, right? We're going to pass that. Let's comment this one. Now let's see what will happen. So Now it's showing the value 20. Let's debug and find out. Yeah, this is not showing the this global variables. So actually, what happened here is when we are using the same G, so this G have the global characteristics, and this G has the local. So since it is same inside the particular function, it will going to use the local variables before. So it will going to print 10. And if there are no variable named G, so it will going to use this global variable. That what actually happened there. So yeah, please do those lab sheets as well. All right. Yeah. So what I have done was uh, so first I put the our local variable and put the debug stuff here, debugger here, and run, run, start the debug. So our debug only shows the local variables, and if you move forward now, it's going to start this G, print this G, and it has the value 10, right? And we comment this one and put the pointer here, put our breakpoint here. So there are no any local variables here, but however, we're going to print this global variable G. We need to go through with this one to find out the value G is where it is stored. So since there are no local variables, we're going to print this local variable, global variable 20. That what will happen there, right? Please, yeah, this will be the end of the today's tutorial session. So yeah, I will add some questions from the tutorial as well, this about the structures. Uh, and you can do the both in the lab sheet date, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask, or otherwise you can leave the session. This is the end of the today's session. So thank you, students. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I will stop the session.